Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 3 of WSL at Portugal. Right, MS3 is just come out of the pits now on the outlet. Looks like we've also got MJ Roller coming out and AIDS. So quite a few people still in the pits. And we should be on for a very exciting race tonight. This track is extremely wide, it's extremely quick, and has quite a few heavy braking zones. All right, here comes MS3 for his first flying lap. Got a little bit of a lockup going into 3. I think we can expect to see a lot of that tonight. Those left side tyres, they're going to take a bit of a beating. Probable strat you're going to be expected to see tonight during the race is probably going to be a medium hard strat. I doubt very much that many of the soft tyres will be used, but who knows? MS3 just having a little bit of brake locking. Could be a pressure issue. Especially when that tyre is unloaded. But it looks like a mostly tidy lap. Battery getting low there, and the time to beat now is a 1:18.06. Got gears in the V carb. He's on a hot lap, and he is really motoring. And that car looks nice and stable and settled. I think he may very well, yeah, he was just outside of track limits. Got a Ferrari coming through. And MJ Roller now with a 1:18.05. 3/1000ths the difference there. Or I just can't read, and it's actually 8/1000ths, but still very, very close. Zen is also about to complete a lap, so we'll see what they can do, and that's a 1:17.7, and it's absolutely smashed the benchmark there so far. Combined in the kick Sauber on a lap. And he's got the McLaren of Blicky behind him. We'll see what these two can put up in quali. Going to be able to have about 3 cracks at it here. And Jokes has just come out of nowhere to put down a 17.1, so the gauntlet's been dropped. Togo's put in a 1:20, but that's on the medium tyre. So maybe just testing the track's grip. A little bit of a lock-up there from Blicky, but it's not bad. On the run down the hill now. Very, very fast right-hander. And Blicky, he'll go up to P3 with a 17.71. Monkey Boy has managed to put in an 18.0. He'll want to pick up the pace. Definitely capable of getting into those 17s. Sebi and the Williams, he's on an outlet about halfway around the track. A little bit of a wobble there, actually. So probably Sebi is going to be the next to start a flying lap, as he will right about now. Sebi starting his flying lap down to turn 1. It's a very fast right-hander. Through turn 2, into the brakes for 3. And it's very neat and tidy. No brake locking whatsoever there. Now the uphill transition starts. He's got it very neat online. Has a little bit of a wobble at the exit. That could hurt him. Using every millimeter so far. Has a little bit of a wobble again. Carl's on a knife edge. He's really pushing it. Coming down the hill now. Final fast right-hander. Doesn't extend as much as he could that last corner. But he will do a 17.3, and that will put him P3. KB's on another lap. See if he can improve on it. He definitely won't be happy with that 18. Car's looking nice and settled. Might have gone on the throttle a little early, but Carl's looking in very good form. Through the final right-hander. Nice and settled. Using all of the track to the exit there. And he'll go up to P5, and that's a 17.4. It's very tight at the front. Sammy, I think, is on a cooldown, and Jammy has just gone and put a 16.7 in. Nobody has even touched anywhere near that. That's about a 4/10th gap. Axel's on an outlet. Right on board with him. He'll be about to start a flying lap very shortly. Got cars slowing down in sector 2. It'll be just to give way. All right, here comes Axel's first flying lap. DRS wide open. Through turn 1. Through turn 2. Into 3. Little bit of a lock of the brakes. Through 4 and up the hill. Oh, he's had a bit of a spin. He's overcooked it there, and that lap will be invalid. Licky's on another flying lap. Can he improve his time? A 17.7. through the final right-hander. Battery getting low. But he'll go and put in a 17.3 flat. And Gears just pipped it with a 17.19. So very, very close between 4th and 5th. A 17.18 versus a 17.19. Nothing in it. MS3 is on a run. Wanting to improve on that initial 17.7. Going for a second hot lap. Big lock up into 3. Trying to use as much of the track as possible. Oh, there's another. Oh, he's invalidated there. Car just not quite stable enough. Kogo on the soft tyre. Current best is a 19.4. We'll see what he can do on the soft, though. All the drivers going to have to watch their tyre allocators. That's a big lock up into 3 as well. Neat and tidy out of 5. He may have exceeded the track limits ball, but he's lost the car. That lap's not invalid. The lap's going to be over time-wise anyway. Axel starting another run. He's currently on a 20 flat. Jokes has also in the meantime put in a 16 and a 16.98, so a marginal improvement. Still not enough to pit McJammy. That 16.7 could very well be the pole time. Drivers will be getting ready for their final runs as well. 4 minutes to go. And no, he's abandoned the lap. Shark, however, is on a lap. Through the final right-hander and giving the toe to one of the Red Bulls. And that would have been KB, and he's gone and done a 17.1. That'll put him up to P4. MJ Roller just coming across the line now. He'll be start. No, I believe he's just finished a lap. So no improvement there on that 17.8. Sebi just finishing a lap. Can he improve? And Sebi can. He'll go straight to P2 with a 17.90. So Blicky and Gears are on out laps. Let's go for broke time now. 2.5 minutes remain. Got Jokes and McJammy out as well. Combined and Kogo are out too. And Peanuts and AIDS look to have not been able to set laps. And they'll not have the time now to do it. So we'll see just what Gears and what Blicky can do. Trying to get their cars up to temperature. And here we go. Gears about to start his final flying lap. A lot of people on outlaps. This could get quite chaotic. Sebi's returned to the pits. So he will be finished for the session. 16.90 for P2. And Gears using every millimetre of track. Little bit of a lock up into 5. The V carb. Oh, Gears with a big slide. And that'll probably be curtains for his lap time as well. And Blicky is on the move. He wants to improve his time. Big lock up there as he starts to ascend the hill. A lot of drivers locking their tyres up. This is going to play into their tyre wear as well. McJammy has gone 16.5 now, so he's really set the gauntlet to beat. Now what can Blicky do? Final turn of the lap. No improvement. And that is time expired. MJ Roller still on a lap. He's down in 12th. And he's got Kogo in front of him as well. So this could help or hurt him. And he's going to have to exercise patience here. Don't need to have a crash in qualifying. And Kogo's bailed out of the lap. He's led MJ through. Someone locking up big in front of MJ. Everybody desperately trying to get these last laps in as quick as possible. Battery low now for MJ, using everything on the run and no improvement. And that is everybody done on laps. So, row 1, McJammy and Walker. Row 2, Sammy and Gears. Row 3 is going to be Jokes and Sebi. Row 4, KB and Blicky. Row 5 is Zen and Combined. Row 6 is MS3 and MJ Roller. Row 7 is Kogo and Shark. Row 8 is Axel and Peanuts. Row 9 is Aiden, aka AIDS. And we have a wet race. This could throw a bit of chaos into the mix. Everyone right now getting their strats ready, how hard they're going to push. Any front wing adjustments have to be done now before the race. You don't want to have to do this in the pits. This is going to make the formation lap incredibly hard as well. I suspect it is going to be inter tires used, but some might use full wets. All right, here we go. Lights have come alive now for the formation lap. So it looks like everyone's on inters. And trying to get those tires warmed up. Lots of spray coming off these cars right now. And everyone desperately trying to get heat into their tires. All right, through the final turn of the formation lap, and the grid is about to form. Last desperate bit of weaving. And here they go, lining up. All right, back of the grid now forming. Everybody in position. Green flags in the air, waiting for the lights to come alive. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's go. And it's a bit of a slow takeoff from the line. These wet conditions definitely playing a part. We've got about 4 wide in the background there. Lots of spray going into turn 1. And McJammy is off to the races. Lots of jostling for position in these conditions. Everybody seems to have been through nice and cleanly though. And Jokes is right on the back of gears in that V-carb. Rain lights on. We've got 3 in the background. This could end in tears. And somehow everybody's been able to negotiate it. Got the 2 Williams side by side, and there's Zen going past MJ Roller in the background. Oh, big slide there from Zen. That car's still okay. Everybody's on a knife edge in these wet weather conditions, and they're still going for it. About 4 cars backed up here. There'll be no DRS in these conditions. Everybody on a knife edge, tippy-toeing, trying to battle each other. MS3 in the background there. having a little bit of a slide, but it looks like he's recovered. MJ with the 31.7, that's the benchmark. As everyone comes tearing down the straight, so much spray. And so one of these guys can see anything at all. And there's Combined trying to make a move on Zen. And it's a very, very good lunge, but he's gone up over the curb, and that's cost him at the exit. Very, very dicey right now. MS3 losing a place to Combined. Combine's managed actually to come back on that. Middle of the grid is absolutely packed right now. Meanwhile, back at the top end of town, you've got McJammy with Kyle right behind him. Both cars sliding right on the limit. And it looks like Gears has had a connection issue because his car's gone to Ghost. And KB now right up on Jokes in these wet conditions. KB's car actually looking the most stable of anyone. It's probably going to be a singular inter usage. No stops expected. Jokes now pulling away a little bit from KB. But Jokes also having a big slide going into the final turn. Kyle Walker now, 29.2. That's the fastest lap. Everyone seems to have settled down just a little bit. Oh, Shark going just a little off track there in the foreground. And gaps are starting to form. On board with KB, just to show how hard it is around this track in these conditions. Lots of micro adjustments, a lot of correction there on the steering. Really trying to wrestle this car around. Oh, big lock up there. The curbs are so slippery. Really putting that car on the limit. Little bit of a dry line on the race line, but it's not there 100% of the track. Everybody's sliding. Lots of micro adjustments needed here. Big Jammy with a 28.6. So McJammy just going faster and faster. Could the track dry out? If it does, we're going to see a massive run of stops, and KB with a big slide. Those curbs are deadly. And Blicky now right on the back of Sebi. But everybody's trying to muscle these cars around. They're slipping and sliding everywhere. Sebi pulling out, trying to get a bit of clean air so he can get some vision. And KB is under siege right now. And Zen right in the middle of this four-pack. Big slide, though. As he tries to edge just ever closer to the McLaren of MJ. MS3, he's struggling a bit in these conditions. He's fallen off the back of that group. Still ahead of Kogo. Kogo might be under a bit of siege from Peanuts, though. They're all sliding through the final turn. Right on entry as it goes down the hill. Car will become very light, very unstable through there. But big gaps starting to form. Faster sector one there from McJammy, so he's going to go even faster. And it looks like Jokes has managed to pull away. The battle right now is with KB, Sebi, and Blicky. Or one of, anyway. But they're probably the tighter pack. KB actually doing a really good job defensively. And a big slide there from Blicky. And also Sebi sliding. Everybody's having traction issues here. Sammy looks to have managed to bring out just enough of a gap to be in a little bit of clear air, but he has a big slide. And these two, MJ, Roland, and Zen, and the battle's tighter now. They're both tippy-toeing, both sliding. Kyle Walker now has just pipped McJammy, who just hit a new fastest lap. The times are coming down. Massive amounts of spray. Nobody really wanting to get too much on those curbs right now. So it's going to be all about pressure, all about, do you make a mistake? Does the guy in front of you make a mistake? That's what it's going to come down to now. Pace is one thing, but in these wet conditions, it is very hard to get past other drivers. Meanwhile, this battle for 4. Still hotting up. A little bit of a slide over the curb there for KB. But everybody's sliding. Sebi, I think, wants to have a look. But KB's giving them nothing. Big slide there for KB. Really getting the power on early. The spray is becoming a massive factor here. You can see on board with Sebi. As long as they're on the dry line, KB having another slide out of the final turn. On the stride line, it's okay. And Sebi now, he's going to have a crack. Trying to pull alongside KB, nothing going there. Also, Kogo with a 3-second penalty. KB with a big slide out of 1. Little bit of a lock there for Sebi. KB really trying to push. Everybody's sliding up and over the curbs. Rain lights on. Sebi having another look. He's right up behind KB now. And Sammy with the penalty now. Penalty starting to come into effect. People coming off. People exceeding the limits just a little bit. Both cars there, a little bit of snap at the exit. As KB opens that gap a bit. Now these penalties are going to come into play because right now, all that Zen has to do to get 7 is to just stay right up behind Sammy. Peanuts is in the same boat with Kogo. Doesn't have to do a lot to gain those places. But it's early days yet. We're only on lap 7. And look at that. Blicky having a look. He's side by side through the final turn. A little bit of a slide. They're side by side down the straight right now. He's done it. He's through. Definitely got a better exit. Looking on board back towards Sebi. Sebi really closing that gap up. A little bit of a slide at the exit. Now Blicky, he's going to want to have a look at KB here. KB a little bit of a slide at the exit, and Blicky's clean. Blicky might be able to have a run here. They both slide out of 4. Blicky having a look on the run to 5. Tries to outbrake KB. And it's clean. He's through. They're side by side now. And KB coming back at him. Could the job be done? KB's not giving it up that easy. KB's sticking to the inside. And it's going to force Blicky wide. Blicky's going to become vulnerable to Sebi as well. Sebi deciding to back out of it. KB and Blicky still side by side. KB narrow. And now Blicky's going to be narrow. But I think Blicky got the job done. He has. And Sebi is going to sneak down the inside of KB. Can he get the job done? No, he can't. And that has allowed also Sammy and Zen to catch up to the back of this group. KB, he's going to want to get that place back. And Blicky trying to break the toe. And KB going shallow. And look at that. That's Sebi all the way around the outside at one. Oh, it's going to be dicey. Be careful, boys. KB on the outside at 4. And looks like Sebi got the job done. And now Sammy is going to be right on this. He wants a piece of this too. KB's just got to get back into a rhythm. But Sammy's sliding just a bit too much. I don't think there's enough rear aero on that car. This is also going to bring Zen back into play. I think KB's tyres might just be going off a little bit. He's just starting to lose a little bit of touch with Sebi. Half a second the gap. Now Blicky's off to the races. And McJammy now fast lap with a 26.7. A little bit of a slide there from Zen, but he's got the job done. He's gone past Sammy. Now, can he hold it? That's the question. And KB, he wants that place from Sebi back. Has a little look. Right up behind him. Sammy's managed to get it back past Zen. Combined now has a penalty as well, just to add. And Kogo's gone onto the medium tyres. That might be a bit too early, mate. But the track is definitely starting to dry. See, less and less spray. The rain has actually stopped. So could we see a mass run of pit stops? Everyone's going to have to be keeping an eye on their temperatures. And KB having a big slide under real pressure right now from Zen. Both of them sliding. Zen right on the back. There's a little bump there from Zen as well. Got to be careful of that in these conditions. Zen right on the back of him. The track's still a little bit greasy. Where the tire's probably still the best. McJammy, 26.5 now. The track's definitely getting quicker. KB has a little bit of a slide, and that's going to open the door for Zen probably. Still has a slide mid-turn. Zen's down the inside. They're going to go side by side here. And there goes the Mercedes of Zen. He's obviously using a lot of battery. KB trying to fight back. Here they come. Through one. Side by side, and KB's off the track. Was there contact there? KB with a big slide as he comes back on. And MJ now is going to get involved in this too. Sammy there, he's got another penalty. That's going to be 6 seconds of penalties in total, but he's going to have a look down the inside of KB. Has he got the job done? No, KB gets better drive off the exit of the turn. Sammy having a little bit of a slide. And we've got a yellow flag. And I think that might be Kogo spinning. It's cleared now, so it's back to racing speed. We are right at the crossover now. How quickly is this track going to dry? How much of a dry line is there going to be? And Kogo's definitely gone onto the slick tires too soon. He's losing a lot of ground. KB with a little slide out of the final turn, and Jokes is in. Right, so, and KB's in as well. But everyone is in. How much grip is there going to be? Everybody's going to be swapping to dry tyres. KB's in. It's a good stop. He's gone on to the mediums. And that's new entrance for Sebi. Okay, so Sebi doesn't think the track's dry enough yet. Combine has gone onto new tyres. He's on the mediums. Jokes has gone onto the hards. So Jokes thinks maybe he's going to get a bit more pace out of the hard tyre. Oh, safety car's deployed. Everybody who just went in has been completely screwed by this. Because it looks like, yeah, and Kogo's crashed. Kogo's out of the race. This is going to stack the grid back up. Everybody who stayed out is going to get a free stop. Here's the delta difference. It's about a 23 to 25 second time loss on track during a green flag stop. It's about 12 seconds under the safety car. So McJammy's in. And so is Kyle Walker. Expect to see Blicky and expect to see basically the whole grid in. And because they're limited to the delta before the leader catches up to the safety car, this is where there's going to be issues. Because for the sake of a lap, Jokes, KB, and Combined may have lost out here. So Blicky onto the medium tyres. That's a good stop. Everybody coming in. Zenzen, he's on the hard. So this is where Tyre Dig is going to come in. And where's KB going to come out in the mix of all of this? KB's going to be 8th, 7th. It has hurt him. He's lost 2 places out of this. Oh, and Axel just got a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the lane. That's going to hurt. That could be curtains for him. Right, so we are under safety car. McJammy's gonna lead them off, waiting for everyone to catch up. Gears has gone onto the hard tyre. This may give AIDS a chance to actually gain a few places out of this. What's the tyre dig gonna be like? That's the big question. Mediums versus hards. What's the tyre dig gonna be? The track is definitely well dry now. Oh, and I think AIDS is actually ghosted. Yeah, AIDS is ghosted, so hopefully the safety car will let him through, because this could really interrupt the restart. Right, just a couple more cars to catch up to the back. We will probably have this lap and one more under the safety car. Oh, it looks like MS3 having to go off track there. Yeah, it was MS3 on those hard tyres. So yeah, this is the big question. It's going to be tyre dig now. We're on lap 14 under the safety car. 33 laps. We've got 20 to go. Can the medium tyres last, or are they going to dig out too much? So right now, as it stands, Sammy's got 6 seconds in penalties. Combined has 3 seconds. Axel got a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Been no change for the front two, but Blicky's up 5. Jokes has gone up 1. Zen's gone up 4. KB is actually at 1, is up 1 net. Sammy's lost 4 places. Combined's gone up 2. MJ's gone up 3. MS3's gone up 1. Peanuts has gone up 5 places, so that's a pretty solid effort as well. Sebi's gone backwards. He's lost 6 places, but I think that was because of the stop and just everything that happened around the changeover. Axel's gone up 2. Gears has gone down 10 places. And AIDS and Shark, I believe, are ghosted. Just check on that. Okay, so Gears is ghosted. AIDS is also ghosted. And no, okay, so it's AIDS and Gears that are actually ghosted. Alright, so the grid has virtually caught up. We should see safety car in this lap. Safety car's going to be limited to 4 laps anyway. Well, that goes to back marker, not being let through by the safety car. That could cause some issues. Alright, safety car is in this lap. McJammy going to control the restart. The safety car's on its way to the pits. They can't actually launch until the safety car's past the control line. Sorry, the commitment line. Once the safety car's past the commitment line, the pits, which is about to, then McJammy can go at any time he wants after that. Okay, safety car's in. So McJammy can either... And he's gone. He's gone early. And we're racing now. Back to green flag. And KB making a really nice move there on Zen. Used all of the track. Quite a few lockups. We've got about 2-3 wide in the background. Everybody jostling for position off the restart. Ignore the safety car logo. That is clearly a graphical glitch. Safety car is well in. Hopefully that'll go by the end of this lap. So McJammy is off to the races. He's really opened up that gap to Kyle Walker. Couple of gaps starting to form. But KB, he's on the hunt now. He wants to get past Jokes. Jokes is on the hard eyes. That's what I'm saying. The tyre dig versus the pace. Quite a few people locking up. Tyres won't be quite up to temperature yet. And that looks like combined going through on Zen. Very, very nice move there. And McJammy with a 20.2. Now these hard tyres are going to be a little harder to warm up. They'll last longer. Sebi's just now trying to make a move. And he has. He's got it through on his teammate. So this is where things are going to spice up. So we got a caution in sector 1. Somebody spun, but it's back to normal now. And now Sebi trying to make a move on Zen. They're fighting. Looks like Sebi's yielded the position. Got a little bit of a bad exit. His battery's low as well. That blinking red light, big indicator that he's got a low battery. And Zen seems to have plenty to give. He's trying to catch up on MJ now. So DRS should be enabled at the end of this lap as well. Here they come through the final turn. Big Jammy with a 19. So DRS is now enabled. And here comes KB. And that's a very nice move on Jokes. Jokes fighting back though. They're side by side through two. KB nice and tidy on the brake. So is Jokes. They're going to fight all the way up the hill. Who's going to get DRS? KB's got it. So it's a drag race now. KB can't shut the door though. Jokes with a bit of a lock-up. Little bit of a wheel bank there. That's going to leave KB vulnerable to combine. KB definitely got some good drive off the turn though. Trying to go all the way around the outside. I think there was contact there. Both of these guys fighting tooth and nail for 4th place. And KB is on the move. It's a 5-car battle pack right now. Combined and MJ Roller just waiting for this to turn to custom. Combined going to have a look at KB. Not quite though. And this could be a little bit of a DRS train as we approach the final turn of the lap. So KB going to try and have another crack under DRS. It might be made easier this time though with Jokes not getting the DRS, and they're 3 wide down the straight. Almost 4. KB's lost out. They've both lost out. Combined and MJ Roller going past the both of them. 4 wide down the main straight. Big lock up there. Little bit of contact and somebody's off in the background. And that's Zen. Zen and Jokes have gone off. So KB with a net neutral now. Oh! Another bit of contact. That's Combined and MJ Roller. And KB says, thank you very much. I'll take 4th place back, lads. We can definitely expect some stewarding action from that. Now Sebi, he's going to be under siege when they approach DRS. KB's just shot away into the distance. So now they've got a lot of work to do. It's a 5-pack again. It's just that the 5-pack has changed. It's now Sebi, Combined, MJ, Jokes, and Zen. Oh, I think someone came off there. If they did, they recovered pretty quickly. So DRS train down the main straight. It's going to be Sebi under siege though. And he's managed to fight that off pretty nicely. We're on lap 20. And McJammy's got to be loving this because also Kyle Walker has lost out to Blicky. So Blicky now in P2. But this is where the action is right now. These 6-7 cars. Sebi using a lot of battery. He's low on battery now. Trying to catch up to KB. He wants that DRS. He needs it to defend. For KB, he's just got to keep it neat and tidy. And he can block out Sebi from getting that DRS. It's about 1.5 seconds now. Sebi needs to close up about 5/10, half a second at this point. He's going to be on the siege. He's got about 4 cars behind him that'll all get the DRS. Is he far enough away to hold it? He might be. The DRS open now, and here comes Combined. Here comes that whole group. Track almost bone dry now. And MJ's going to have a look and can't get the job done. But Jokes is going to take advantage of the lack of momentum. He's right up behind him. MJ has a bit of a lock-up. All of them on DRS now. Sebi is doing an incredible job to hold this train off. Big lock-up there from MJ. Combine and Sebi look like they're going to pull away slightly. Not enough to break this DRS train, though. Sebi's in real trouble with the battery, however. Here they come, entering Sector 3. Little bit of a slide there from MJ. Meanwhile, in the background, and we've got a yellow flag. Oh, what's happened there? Looks like MS3 has had a bit of an issue. That's a half off track, I believe. Yeah, Shark came off the track. Back to this battle group, though. 4 cars now. So Sammy's fallen off. And that was a beautiful move in the background there by MJ. Monkey's now extended that gap to about 1.7. Tyre dig is going to start to play a factor in about the next 5 laps. And look at that. That was a beautiful exit from Sebi. And Sebi almost broken the DRS. MJ having to use a lot of battery to bring it back up because now he's low on battery. The only person I think who's not low on battery in this battle group is Zen. Everybody else has their lights flashing. And Zen trying to have a look down the inside, but that was a closing door, mate. Can't do that. And I think these hard tires are starting to come back because the medium guys look to be starting to struggle a bit now. And Combine and MJ only just close enough to get the DRS. Sebi's still doing a really good job of holding off this train. And Sammy's made a move on Jokes. Everybody's fighting right now. MJ desperate to stay in this DRS zone. Otherwise, he'll be the one under siege, and looks like Combine wants to have a bit of a crack at him. It looks like they've both got a better exit than Zen, because Zen's now outside of the DRS range. It's a DRS zone that's going to matter. Zen using a bit of battery, and Blicky's got a penalty. And looks like we've got issues with. I think Blicky came right off the track there. Combine almost broken the zone, but we're coming up to the detection point. This is where it's going to matter. How much drive can he get off this turn? It's going to be very, very close for Zen. Through the detection point they go, and Zen's just got in there. And Sebi now really having to defend against MJ. And not being able to make any ground toward KB. Now MJ getting right up close and personal. It's now down to about 3 tenths. 4 tenths, 3 tenths. So Sebi's going to have to get really good drive off these corners. He's out of danger for now. At least from the DRS anyway. But MJ's right on the back of him. And that looks like Shark's gone off again. Yep, he had. So Shark's struggling. Those tires might be cooked. Meanwhile, at the top end of town, Kyle Walker trying to get something going against Blicky. He's going to have the DRS. He's on the hard tyre. It's the hard tyre versus the medium tyre. What's the dig like? But Blicky managing to hold it off, and there was no pace difference there. Big lock-up, though, and KB is losing a little bit of ground to these guys. And on top of that, Sebi's actually bringing this gap back in. He's obviously been saving the battery. Or not. He's still got his light blinking. He must be really close on the line for the battery right now. The gap's down to 2/10. Sammy with another penalty. And that looks like the Alpine of Axel just leading way to the driver, to the main drivers going through on the lead lap. For whatever reason, MJ seems to struggle in the second sector because look at how much ground Sebi's managed to pull out. He's almost broken the DRS. It's just these two now. That train is gone. They come through toward the detection point. And you know what? He's done it. He's done it. He's broken the DRS. MJ will not have it this lap. But meanwhile, he's closed in on KB. Now this battle is going to heat up. Big question though is, are the penalties going to play a factor? Not quite yet. KB still has to close up. And Blicky is fighting. He wants that second place. He's going to have to get it and then open a 3-second gap to keep it, though. That penalty is going to play a factor in this battle for sure. But also, Kyle's got problems with the battery. It's low now. But how's the tyre dig? We're on lap 26. Oh, looks like MS3's had an issue. He's got going again, but he had a spin. And McJammy's just walking away with this one right now. Look, he's going to get the DRS. How's this going to play out? Because we've also got a V-carb. This lap car might play a factor. MJ Roller finally getting past Sebi. Can Sebi fight back? No, I think Sebi's lost the pace. And this is almost certainly going to bring Combined back into play. Battles up and down the field right now. And Sebi's got to watch out for Zen. Zen's got the DRS. Zen's going to pull out. He's going to have a look here. Bit of a lock-up. Side by side and Combined. Guys, we've seen this time and again. That outside lane just gives the better drive off the turn. Then not giving up. The medium tyre starting to degrade a bit, and Zen's had a big moment. I think Zen spun out. No, but it would have been very, very close. And that's going to bring Jokes back into play. So Zen has lost the DRS now to Combine. But it doesn't matter. He's still in position to get that place based on aggregate of penalties. Big question is here, is he going to be vulnerable to Jokes? Zen just inside the DRS, so he's a lucky boy. And Jokes has so much more power down the straight. He's going to drive right around him and the job's done. And he might even have the power on Combined. In a very, very good run. Is he going to take a look? No, he's smart. He's going to use the toe. He's going to wait for the next lap. And Sammy now's got a 3-second time penalty. That brings his time penalties up to 12 seconds. It's basically curtains now. Joke's really close to the back of combined. Bringing it down to about 3/10 at times. Just starting lap 28 for the leaders. 5 to go now. So it's do or die time. Here we go through the final turn. What has Jokes got? He's going to get him before the DRS zone even. Have a look at that. Little bit of a wheel bang as well. Boys, you got to watch that. And he's going to go through, and that's the move done. Now, can Combine fight back? And it looks like he's going to try. Zenit is also still very well in the mix. And McJammy is just running away with this. It's a 6-second gap down. It's a 6-second gap now to Blicky. But Blicky has that penalty. He needs to get that gap open. And MJ going to be under siege from Sebi here. But MJ's definitely got plenty of battery. Sebi, how's your battery? Looks like Sebi's managed to save it up a bit. Or not, he's right on the limit. And Blicky again losing it down the straight because of DRS. And KB in a rather comfortable position for 4th. Not a lot of pressure. But MJ is closing that gap in quickly. Could a fight be on here in the dying laps? We've got 4 to go now. MJ lost about half a second, so that was not a good exit. KB got a very good exit out of it. And then making a rather audacious but very well planned move on Combine there. I think we got a car stop. It was the Alpine of Sammy. The MJ's got to close up. He's got to close up about 3/10 just to get that DRS. Got to get it comfortably anyway. He's not going to get it this lap though. And Kyle Walker now 18.6 fastest lap. But MJ has definitely pulled that gap, and MS3 has now got a penalty for exceeding the track limits. Now, how much pressure can MJ put on KB? He's going to have the DRS. It's only just, but he's going to have it. He's going to close that gap up a couple of tenths. Not enough to get anywhere near close enough this time, but it might be enough. Oh, big spin there. And that's Sebi. He's gone round and he's lost all of those places. He's down to 9th now. I think he might have lost some of his front wing in that as well. We'll check on the state of his car. Yeah, he's broken the front wing, so there was definitely contact. Now, how much pressure can MJ put on KB? How are the tyres on both of these guys? It's 2 laps to go now for the leader. MJ within 3/10. He's going to make the move here. Can KB defend it? There's not a lot that KB could do down the straight. The KB's tyres must be in pretty bad shape. Oh, big contact. That's straight to the side pod there. That was a big slide from MJ, and Sebi's retired. He's out of the race. Could we see a late safety car? How much damage did that contact do to KB's car? Definitely wasn't MJ's fault. It was a big slide from MJ. Definitely just a racing incident, but how much damage did it do to KB's car? That's the big factor. And now Jokes is going to be right in the mix, so KB under a little bit of pressure. This 3-pack's going to go to the end of the race. KB trying to find a way through. Jokes also trying to find a way through the both of them. Big lock up there from KB. KB having a look. Contemplated going around the outside, switches back to the inside. He's got to bear in mind as well that Jokes is right there ready to pounce. Now it's going to be a reversal. KB has the DRS. DRS open now. He's going to go right back past MJ. But can Jokes play a factor in this as well? KB with a big slide there. There's contact. Oh, big slide as well. And they're both off the track. And I dare say, MJ, I think he might get in trouble for that. He's ghosted, so he would have activated the pause menu right in the middle of that slide. Can't do that. They're side by side, KB now. Coming right back at him over the top of the hill. He's on the outside for the next turn. It's going to switch back to the inside for him. Could the job be done here? The job might be done. Has he cleared him? No, he hasn't. He's going to squeeze him, though, on the shallow line for MJ. And KB's got the job done. It's the final lap of the race. Coming down to the final turn. Jokes managed to pip the both of them. On the run down to the finish line, will the DRS play a factor? MJ, he's going to have a look. It's very close, and I think he just got him. Look at that, 12 1,000ths of a second. Just got to wait for everyone to come through for these penalties to actually neutralize themselves. And they pretty much have now. And that is race. And MJ Roll again, the DOD, driver of the day. And now the podium. So McJammy, very dominant display there. So another win clocked up for Ferrari and the constructors. So your podium tonight was McJammy in first, Kyle Walker second, and Blicky in third. A thoroughly entertaining race tonight, guys. But that is all from us for this week. Tune back next week for another exciting race.